Hello, it's Alex and welcome to Hey Little Thrifter. Today I'm going to be doing the A to Z book tag horror edition. I wasn't tagged by anyone, but I recently saw Dane over at Dane Reads do an A to Z book tag video, so I'll leave his video down below, and I was inspired by that to do a bit of a horror twist on it. And not only that, but I decided to specifically limit my choices to books that I physically have on my shelves. There were a few letters I had to get a bit creative with to get answers for, but I managed to get an alphabet together. So first up is A for the Amityville Horror by Jay Anson. B is for The Books of Blood by Clive Barker. C is for Child of Demons by Mason Burgess. D is for Dracula by Bram Stoker. E is for The Elementals by Malcolm McDowell. I didn't have a title beginning with F, so I went with an author's name instead. So F is for John Farris, and this is Son of the Endless Night. G is for Ghost Story by Peter Straub. H is for House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielowski. I is for Interview with the Vampire by Anne Rice. J is for John Dies at the End by David Wong. I had to go with an author again for K rather than a title, so we have Stephen King, of course, with Pet Sematary. L is for The Last Vampire by Christopher Pike. M is for The Merciless by Daniel Vega. N is for Naomi's Room by Jonathan Aycliffe. O is for Off Season by Jack Ketchum. P is for Prey by Graham Masterton. Q was a difficult one, so I had to just go with something that had the letter Q somewhere in there, and I went with the author John Evida Lindquist, and this is Let the Old Dreams Die. R is for Rosemary's Baby by Ira Levin. S is for Spectre by Stephen Laws. T is for To the Devil, a Daughter by Dennis Wheatley. U is for Under the Skin by Michelle Faber. V is for The Vision by Dean Koontz. W is for We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. X was a tough one to find too. I went with The Year's Best Horror Stories 16, presented by Carl Edward Wagner. It does have an X in the title. Y is for The Yellow Wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins Gilman. Z was a tricky one too, so I ended up going with true crime rather than horror. And we have Zodiac by Robert Graysmith. So that was an A to Z of horror and horror related books on my shelves. Let me know if you read any of these or if you plan on picking any of them up. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you again in my next video. Bye!